What's up everybody, Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and this is the Salomon XA Pro 3D V9 from the ground up. So the Salomon XA Pro 3D9 is all about speed no matter what kind of terrain you're on. Starting on the bottom, we've got that classic Salomon Conta grip, which is not only incredibly durable, but with those lugs, you have all the grip you want, whether you're on dry, wet, loose, or firm surfaces. And then you'll notice that the lug on this thing, it does stick out a little bit more than a running shoe, but not quite as much as a hiking shoe. So they really found that perfect medium between a run and a hike. So you can get that extra grip when you are going off-road, but when you do get to some of those flatter surfaces, it's not gonna feel like it's too much. And then as we move up to the 3D Advanced chassis, that's this material right here that actually goes from the heel, that cups around the back of the heel on the outside of the shoe, down through the midsole to the outsole. And what this is it's a much sturdier material that's not only giving that extra support in the heel, but by extending it down through the middle of the outsole, you're getting more support and you're getting more protection through the middle. So flexibility exactly where you need it, protection and support right where you need it. And then as we go to the midsole, that is their classic Energy Cell Plus midsole material through the entire shoe. So this is a high rebound material that not only are you getting extra cushioning every time your foot strikes the ground, but when you do release and you do unweight off of the shoe, it really is helping to propel you out of each step. And then when we go on top of that, but directly underneath your foot, you're gonna notice it has this dual component Ortholite insole. So we get all the cushioning and the comfort of the Ortholite underneath your foot, but then they have this extra foam material that wraps around your foot, not just in the heel, but around the side of your foot and up into your arch. And this is basically giving you a lot more support from the inside, filling up any of that unwanted space inside the shoe, no matter what your foot is shaped like, and really helping to reduce that foot fatigue as you're running around all day long. And then as we move to the upper of the shoe, we're looking at a lot of synthetic and poly mesh materials that are really strategically placed to give you the maximum amount of breathability, but also give you the support and give you the protection that you might need when you're running off-road. And with those, we're talking about this extra materials and layers on the heel, giving you extra heel support, obviously give you extra protection, and those continue all the way down the side of the shoe, and they even wrap up onto the toe a little bit. And then you'll also notice that there is a little bit thicker piece on the toe and on the side of the toe too, keeping this thing extra durable and really helping to protect your feet in those areas for when you might accidentally kick a rock or a stump or something harder that you might not want to kick. And then as we move up towards the lacing system, we're actually going to start not at the laces, but we're going to start at the side where we actually have this extra synthetic materials and kind of the zigzag pattern that go from the sole all the way up to the lacing on the outside and on the inside. This is again adding support where you need it, but also when you lace this thing up, it's really helping to pull those fingers and pull them individually, so you really can wrap this thing around your foot, making it feel like it actually is part of your foot. And the lacing itself is a speed lace design, so very easy to just quick pull, tighten these things down like crazy, and then you slide that lock down to keep it nice and tight all day long. And then another good thing to notice about the speed lacing is this is not like a standard lace where both ends of the lace are at the top. This one, actually, both ends of the lace are at the bottom. One goes right to your right side and kind of comes across your toe for a little bit more snug fit down low. And then the other one starts down low as well. And when you really do pull this thing, you get a nice uniform fit all the way up the tongue of the shoe. And then speaking of the tongue, we also have got two more things to note on here. This mesh pocket going down and going up on this shoe. So when you do pull these things tight, depending on how much of this extra material you have and how tight you actually have to get the shoe, those are two pockets where you can stick the lace down inside so it's not flopping around on you while you are running around. This really is a great shoe that whether you're out for just a jog in the park or you're out for a full-on run in the woods, it can handle anything you can throw at it. But if you got any questions about anything we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel. Make sure to head on into your local Sun and Ski so you can check out the XA Pro 3D V9 for yourself. But if you don't have one nearby, no problem. You can always look them up at sunandski.com.